Welcome back to Vape Reviews with Az. Got another double-header video today. We're doing both the brass and stainless steel Turtleship V3 clones from Angelfiremods.co.uk. Both exactly the same, bar the material that they're built with. Both have silver-plated brass contacts, same engravings, both hit really well. And the best part is £22.99. I'm going to take another quick vape and we'll get straight down into the close-ups. Right then guys, up close time with Turtleship V3 clones. Now they're both 22mm mods, modular design. We'll do 18 350s, 18 490/500s, and 18 650 plus kick. Both come in this black box electronic cigarette mod with the black foam padding and in a plastic bag. The engravings, actually no, we'll start at the top. Both top caps are the same apart from the material. Got a bit of a juice well around the outside, and then you've got the grooves across the centre as well as a little well in the middle for airflow for atomizers that take air from their 510 connections. Both positive pins are floating pins, and they are both brass, silver plated brass. Now the bottom of the mod, same design on both. It says RJ on the right hand side, and then you've got two different style of dragons in a yin yang style of artwork. On the back of the, well, not necessarily the back, you've got the Korean characters. I haven't been able to find out what they mean, but it'll be something to do with war. Laser etched, I believe, with black dye, and then it swirls round to this crazy looking man on here. Now, he is the general of the Korean Turtleship fleet, or was, should I say, and his name is General Yi Sun Shin. I hope that's correct, and it's the same on both. And across the bottom, when it decides to focus, it's I'm not sure what that says. Geo Busian, Geo, yeah, something like that. Serial number, so 1389 on the stainless, 0884 on the brass. Then RJ Mods V3. So as you see from the outside, both of them are identical. So we'll do top caps first. As I say, identical apart from material they're made with. You've got plenty of room for airflow and down into your 510. Bit better design than the V2. And then you've also got the extra groove for a little better accenting around the outside of the top cap. Silver plated contact, which is floating. However, it is a little stiff on these, but I think that's how it is on the original. Threads are really nice, really well cut, no sharpness. So that's top caps. And both mods have your 18 495 100 tube, which I believe you can also use for a kick 2, as well as the 18 650 extension tube. And again, threads are really well cut. And then where all the magic is, and of all the engravings, is on the 18 350 tube. Exactly the same with the stainless. 500 extension tube, really nice threads, well cut, no sharpness. Eighteen 650 extension, very well made again. And then the 18 350. So I'll give you a bit closer look at the engravings. As you can see, they're identical on each mod. There's a bit of black in there from, as you always get with brass. Quality is really, really good. So that's the 18 350s. Now, on the V2, you could have your extension tube at the bottom end, which you can on the V3, and have your engravings towards the top of the mod. But you know, that's going to be personal preference. My preference is to have all the engravings down at the bottom. So that's all the tubes, and we'll take a look at the switches. Now these aren't magnetic, but they're a copper spring, and it's takes a little bit of effort to push, but no matter where you push, it will fire without crunching. Both of them have the white dowel ring to adjust for battery rattle, and they've both got a lock ring which is not reverse threaded. Now the lock ring, as always, same as the top cap, is slightly more polished than the rest of the mod. So the engravings again on the bottom. Two different styles of dragon in a yin-yang sign. Both have 4 holes for battery venting. And again, everything's well machined, no sharp edges. So to break the switches down, we undo the negative contacts, which on both has the positive pin or silver plated brass. So that's better for your conductivity. So both of them, as I say, are exactly the same. So your button, exactly the same, it's well machined, it's quite a thick button. To just to show you everything's exactly the same. There's no difference, and there doesn't seem to have been any compromise in quality at all with the two different materials. They both have, wherever that one's rolled to, both have a copper spring, which obviously is going to help against getting a bad voltage drop. The lock ring is removable. Now, it's not solid, it's got a groove round one side and 4 holes, and that's so that when the lock ring's right up, there's no risk of, even if you had it that way around, and say the holes there didn't line up with the holes there, it wouldn't vent. So that's there to allow air to get from them holes through the lock ring. Good idea, nice little design. And then, as I say, the white dowel ring to adjust for battery rattle. Exactly the same on the stainless steel. So I suppose if you was to buy both, you could do, where is it? You could have stainless steel button, and a brass lock ring. Mix it up a little bit. It looks quite nice. So you could always mix and match your parts if you thought, you know what, 23 quid, I'll have them both. So that's the switches. So we'll put them both back together. So you take your lock ring first. As I say, all the threads are good. Drop your copper spring down there. Stick your button on. Press your button in. Screw in your negative contact and give it a tighten up. Same for the brass. Drop your copper spring in there, button, and tighten up your negative contact. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, rather than show you all modes with both mods, I'm going to put one to the side and I'll show you all the modes with just one mod. So as you can see, try and show you, camera's not wanting to focus at all today. As you screw it on, your positive pin extends out like so. So we'll go for 18350 to start. Pop your battery in there. Screw on your button. So as you can hear, there's a little bit of rattle. So all you do is you screw out the white dowel ring a little. Still a tiny bit, but she's firing. So that's 18350 mode. So for 18500 you take the smaller of the extensions. And she's ready to fire. Now it's got a really nice feel in the hand as well. And the button, you can literally pull it right on the edge. And then finally, for 18650, you take your longer extension tube. It says. Like so. Chuck your 18650 in there. Fasten down your top cap. And you're ready to go. Now for the mod itself, in 18350 mode, without an atomizer on top, you're looking at 67 millimeters. In 500 or 490 mode, without an atomizer, you're looking at 81 millimeters. And in 650 mode, without an attig, you're looking at 97 millimeters. So it's not the smallest mod in the world, but it's not a Panzer either. So it's really nice feel. So next job then, voltage drop. It does feel like it hits really well. So let's hope the results are conclusive, or match up to what I'm saying at least. So when I don't knock it over. So we're going to go with stainless steel first. I don't actually know how accurate these volt readers are, but it should be somewhere close, I'd have thought anyway. So everything just seems to roll away on this desk. Just for the battery rattle. Still got a little. So 4.09, and then my cable funnel is at 1 ohm. .94, 3.94, 3.94. So you can see it's very consistent on its voltage as well. So you've got a voltage drop of 0.15 of a volt. Not too bad at all. It's a really, really nice mod to vape with. So that's the stainless steel. So we'll jump onto the brass. If I've said copper instead of brass at any point during the video, I do apologise. I've just done a review with a copper mod, so I've probably still got copper in my head. Right, so we'll move onto the brass. Same again, 350 tube plus long extension. Put the battery in there. Put the button on. So 4.08. And then same again, 1 ohm load. So we'll go the middle of the park, 3.97. And that's a voltage drop of 0.11. So the brass is a little better. Right, let's move this out of the way. I could have picked a smaller calculator, I know, but just wanted to, rather than me just say it, I wanted to show you the calculation. Right, so that is pretty much it with the close-ups. I don't believe I've missed anything. So we'll head straight back up top and we'll talk about the mod a little more. Right then, folks. Now, that was the up close with the Turtleship V3s. So as you've seen, everything's really good quality. The engravings are really good. Hits really well. I don't know why I did the stare and vape then. It freaks me out watching reviews who do it. I apologise. But yeah, I mean, pros and cons really. Then, the pros are, to say, the quality of everything, the threads, the engravings, the new design of the top cap, just makes it look a little less boring, if you like. The button is a really, really good feeling button. And I did forget to mention that no matter what you've got on there, if you stand them on the desk unlocked, they're not going to fire. Now, so as I say, both are machined and made incredibly well. And at the price point these are at 23 quid, it makes no sense to go out and buy an authentic unless you are one of the people out there that will only use an authentic mod. The con, well, the only one negative I have about this mod is the way you adjust for battery rattle. Because it's on a thread and it's Delrin, eventually the constant adjustment of that Delrin piece, the threads are going to slightly get ground down by the metal threads, so that's going to become very loose. So it's going to be, what you'll end up having to do is screw the Delrin as far out as it can go out, because then as you screw your bottom cap back, your button back on, it'll screw in with it to the desired length. Now, for me, the easiest way to do it is to wind it out a little with your atomizer and top cap not attached and your battery not in. So wind it out a little, screw your button on, drop your battery in, screw your top cap on, and if it's not quite right, just take your atomizer and battery back out, give it another adjust until you get it right. I think that's going to be the easiest way because of it moving about. So, there's not really much else to say, to be honest. Great price, great quality, really, really nice, solid feel in your hand. It's not the it is quite a long mod, especially if you was to run a kick with the extra tube. But yeah, so before I start to bore you all or annoy you all, I'm gonna have a vape and disappear, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you again soon.